Hello everyone, this is Shravani Sandhu and I am back today with something new to discuss and something, the topic which is very close to my heart. So, what does it mean today to be an intellectual in our society? Any idea? Being intellectual today feels like a curse. It feels like a curse because most of the people around us, we are surrounded by a society who believes in superstitions, who believe in things which are not really true, and if you start giving them logic, they don't understand. If you read books, you like to keep track of current affairs, you like to keep track of good cinema, you are into mythology, history, geography, economics, and you're dealing with people who are really not interested in any of these. They like to gossip, or they want to talk about religion, or they want to become the goons to certain government so that they can spread hate among each other, which is very prominent these days, as we all are aware of it. So I will tell you something, it's just my advice. If you are an intellectual and you think deeply and you try to make yourself aware and keep yourself updated, so my suggestion is keep doing that. Don't give up. Just because the people does not understand you, it does not mean that you stop gaining knowledge. So what is the solution? First thing, stop I'm sorry, stop arguing with people who do not understand. I think this is the key to a successful life and what we call as peace of mind. Because if you keep on banging your head against the wall, you're not going to reach anywhere. We all know it, right? So it's our duty now that we stop, giving importance to people who do not understand us and keep our society to ourselves and build connection with people who really understand, the depth of topics, the depth of literature, the depth of cinema, or what sports is all about, what politics is all about. Because recently all of the intellectuals has gone through, a lot of problem when they came through uh, political topics. And these are the people, who were aware from, last many years. They were keeping themselves updated, and suddenly they are surrounded by people who did not know anything about world, nothing about world politics, not about world wars, not about USSR, not about the relation between the countries, not about the NATO, and suddenly they become political experts, or rather I would say extremist, who are spreading hate knowing that they are the political experts. So it's very annoying. News channels around us are doing the same thing. Most of the media, let it be social media, let it be, television or any other media, the problem is same. So it's our duty to keep ourselves updated to our knowledge, but don't get arrogant just because we know something that others don't. But don't try to push your opinion on others. You cannot do that. A person would always choose what they want to, like the theory of communication, selective retention. Everybody takes what they want to retain and they will leave what they do not want to, and it is based on their beliefs, thought process, and the background that they come from. So I know, being an intellectual and being a smart person in today's society has become very difficult. But don't worry, there are a lot of people who are dealing with this. I personally believe I'm also among the victims of society, whatever is coming, every day around me. I don't find a lot of people whom I can talk to, but then it's okay. It's okay to be alone rather than to be surrounded by a bunch of people who take your peace of mind who try to brainwash you on things which you have firm beliefs in. You don't give up on your logical skills, and question everything. We don't need blind faith, we need to question everything. If we don't question, we are not going to grow up ahead. So to wrap up, it's just, don't try to be the social worker to people who do not want to learn. People who want to learn, of course, openly, you know, be all you can offer. But people who do not want to, please don't them push them. It's going to take away your peace of mind, and you cannot talk about these things, because they are not going to understand it. And try to build community with people who are really like-minded and like to talk about on different topics which can help you gain knowledge. Keep reading books, keep yourself updated, keep writing, keep reading. And I know this is the most important part where we can grow. And don't keep on watching things which makes you frustrated, because there are a lot of content going on social medias and on television, which makes one frustrated and angry and sad. Oh, what is going on around on this world? But it's okay, let it be. You cannot change everything, but you can do it. You can start from yourself. That is all for today. I hope you got my point. I reached to this conclusion after struggling for so many years to change people, but it did not happen. And ultimately, I realized it's you who has to change, nothing else can change. Your peace of mind and your inner self is much important than the people whom you are trying to change or impress, who really don't care, and they are going to call you a fool at the end of the day. So, with that note, have a nice day ahead. Keep smiling, keep learning. Thank you for listening.